Hey guys, Swiss here. I wanted to make a video for you guys today. I know that it's been like 2 weeks since I made my last video for y'all, and I was gonna do like a video covering nutrition and like basics on that stuff and like blow some myths out of the water that you guys might have heard about that. I was putting that all together. I was actually yesterday I was making the video and I was piecing it together and stuff like that. And I was like, there's something else I need to cover before that video. And I need to cover two of the most important things that you have to do before you really make any commitment. And this is for anything. This involves your dreams, your goals, any short-term, long-term goals that you have, like any commitments that you have. And this is, you can use this for your relationship, you can use this for your own personal life, your job, anything that you are aspiring to in your life, this can apply to. And there's two really important things that you have to prepare yourself for in order to make any commitment that you make successful. One of those is prepare your environment. Do you have a clean environment that you're living in? By clean environment, I mean, do you live in clutter? Do you live in, do you got piles of dirty dishes in your sink? Do you got piles of clothes around your house? Living in a mess is in turn going to indirectly, subconsciously influence your day-to-day life. If your home life is a mess, if you're constantly stepping over, takeout containers or things like that, it's going to really affect your overall outlook on yourself. Because if you live in a dirty environment, you're going to constantly be around this dirty feeling and this dirty energy, and that energy is going to rub off on you. And it's going to impact your day-to-day way of thinking about yourself. Because if you constantly come home and see that you're in a mess and that you're always seeing that, it's going to degrade you on a daily basis. And another thing is also the people in your life. Do you have people in your life that are bringing you up, that are inspiring you, that are supporting you to do better on a day-to-day? And these people can literally just be that one person that it's just like, yeah, you can do this. It's possible for you to do this. Like, you got this. All it takes is that one little push. That's it. That's a supportive person. Now, and you don't need too many of those. Just as long as you surround yourself with those kinds of people. If you're constantly around people that are negative and just always like, oh, that's going to be too hard for you, or yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do that, or they're constantly putting you down, that they're constantly bringing up things in your past that you've done, that you've changed, and that they keep bringing that up and hammering you with it, that's not healthy for you. That's a very toxic thing to be around over a long term, because the more you hear something, the more you hear, like, the more that person goes, oh, you're not good enough for that. You're not good enough for that. You can't do that. You can't do this, or what? I don't think you can do, or what if this happens and you can't do it? And it's just, you already have an inner voice inside of you that discourages you on a daily basis, that you're constantly internally conflicting yourself with. You don't need any other person in your life that's going to be sitting there doing the exact same thing, trying to talk you out of your goals, trying to talk you out of your commitments, trying to talk you out of doing what's right, or talk you out of doing what you think is right for yourself. So if you have those people in your life, it's going to be really hard for you to feel worthy, to personally feel like you're worthy enough to be able to go out and accomplish your goals, to be able to go accomplish your dreams. And these people can be very effective and these negative people can be extremely detrimental to any relationship that you can have. Because if you don't feel confident about yourself, if you don't feel good about yourself, if you don't have the ability to pick your own head up and say, I can make this work, or I can do this, this is possible. If you always constantly have that downing energy, this just drains that ability to lift your head up, because it takes energy to keep your head high. It does. And if you don't have that energy, your head's always down, And you got these people, they themselves are like that themselves. They always, you can see it in their faces. They got this, they're walking around, they're all mad, they're pessimistic about the world. They're all skeptical all the time. Like, they're constantly just downers. Those people are going to impact you in the long run because they're going to drain your energy. You're always constantly going to be worried about what they think, or, if you're always constantly worried about disappointing them, or just, they build that fear inside of you. The more fear you have of failure, the less of a chance you are of trying to not fail, if that makes sense. So if you always have somebody telling you not to take a risk, you're never going to be able to take one that could possibly lead you in a very positive direction in life. So if you have these people in your life, you got to get them out. You got to get these people out of the mainframe of your life. Now, it's okay to still associate with these people on a very formal basis. It's okay to once in a while go out and see if they're still breathing. That's totally fine, but don't let them be a huge impact on your day-to-day thinking, on your day-to-day life, on your day-to-day aspirations and your goals. Because over time, those people are just going to wear you down to the point where you don't feel worthy about yourself. And if you don't feel worthy about yourself, you can't complete your goals. And if you can't complete your goals, you can't have satisfaction in life. And if you can't have satisfaction in life, well then, what's the point of living, right? Number 2, you got to prepare your mind. And this lines up with number 1, because you have to be able to be prepared to tell those people, you're not good for me. That takes a lot to do, people. That does. And I know that's easier said than done, because this person in your life could be your best friend. This person could be a family member, or even, somebody, your significant other. This person could, usually the person that influences your way of thinking the most is somebody that's super close to you. And that's also a relationship that's extremely difficult to combat when it becomes toxic. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of, preparation to walk up and be able to have confidence to say, look, you're constantly putting me down. You're constantly this, and that, yada, yada. It's not healthy for me. And once you can really prepare your mind for that kind of confrontation, and sometimes that person's going to say, well, I don't like you, and walk away. There's nothing you can do about that. When you take action in your life to change it for the better, you're sometimes going to have somebody like that that's not going to agree with the way you want to make your life better. They're going to get mad at you. They're going to make accusations about you. Don't worry about it. And at the end of the day, you just got to remember, what do you got to prove to this person? Based on their response of you trying to make your life better, they have also the option to take what you say and go, oh, okay, take it inside and change themselves. They have the power to do that, to make y'all's relationship work. They could easily take what you said, take the things that are affecting you, take that in, take that home, sleep on it, think about it, and make a change themselves. So let's say they're always constantly putting you down for something. Let's say say, great example, say they're always saying you're fat, constantly saying, oh, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, this and that. And you're working out, you're trying to lose that weight. Let's say you are overweight. No shame if you are, and if you're doing something about it, good for you. That's great. I'm really proud of you. If you're doing something about it, and you constantly got somebody saying, oh, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, instead of saying, there you go, you got it, you can do this. The difference between those two people is that the one saying you're fat all the time is going to make you quit. It's going to drain your energy because you're constantly thinking about, oh, am I doing this right? Am I good enough for this? Am I worthwhile for this? And is this worth it? It's going to make you question it all the time, and eventually that's going to drain your energy. You're going to spend so much energy thinking about whether or not it's worth it or not that you're not going to be able to put your full ability into trying to do something for yourself. And eventually, most of the time what happens is that person gives up on that goal. On the other hand, the other person saying you can do this, it's possible, you got this, you have it within you, you can. That person, having that person in your life, the person that is trying, is going to keep trying. This person's going to start to believe what they hear every day. And this is what I go back to talking about, is that people believe what they hear after you hear it multiple times. So if you have a negative influence in your life and you constantly hear that, you're going to have a negative outcome. If you have a positive person in your life and you constantly hear positive things, you're going to have a positive outcome. You got to put into it what you want out of it. So if you put negative people into your boat, if you put negative influences and energy into your boat, if you put drugs into your boat and alcohol into your boat, you're going to struggle with your goals. And I can talk from my own personal experience on that. Previously, I had an alcohol problem. I had a drug problem. I was trying to overcome that and combat that. And unfortunately, it caused a lot of grief in my relationship. I know in my first video that I made for you guys, I had just hit rock bottom. It had all caught up to me, guys. And the alcohol, the drug use, and just things like that really caught up to me. And sometimes some people really have to hit rock bottom in order to rise. I don't know why that is the way it is, but that happened to me. I never believed it, but it happened to me. I've been sober now for almost a month. I haven't smoked. I used to smoke, cigarettes. I sometimes vape a little more. It's a little mental thing I got to get over, like I'm talking about here in this video. But I used to have a drug problem. I'm sober on that now, guys. And this is something else that I want to talk about, is that your goals are possible. When I was in that line of life, when I was drinking all the time, when I was, my relationship was falling apart because of it, and when I was doing bad drugs and stuff, I didn't feel good about myself. I woke up every day feeling like crap, feeling like utter shit, and just, it was a problem. And I didn't want to face it. I had bad influences and friends in my life that weren't supporting me and trying to change my way on that. And, my girlfriend at the time, or I'm trying to work things out with her still, but I guess my ex, she was the only person that was really trying to help me with that. And because I had all these negative energy and just energy drainers in my life, I was too, screwed off in order to be able to see that she was really trying to help me the entire time. And so that caused things in my relationship to end. And she's not here anymore because of that. And so I hit rock bottom. I lost something very important in my life. I lost a very, very positive influence in my life. And so I cut out. I had to mentally make a change. I said, dang, I need my family back. I had to make a change in my life. I wasn't living healthy. My job was being affected by it. My work performance was being affected by it. I was coming in late almost every day. It was bad. I was going through a really rough period of time, but now I fixed that. I've been showing up every day. And it's because I changed my day-to-day life. I prepared my environment. My sister was out visiting, and she helped me the next day after my ex left. She helped me clean up my apartment, get my shit together, clean me up. Like basically just, gave me a really good foundation to be able to start building on. And I'm really thankful for that. And those are the kinds of people that you need to have in your life, is that when you're going through a rough time, you need someone there that's going to help build you back up instead of sit there and slam you down. My sister easily could have just been like, oh, I don't know what you're going to do about that. That sucks, boo-hoo, yada, yada. No, she supported me. She came over. She said, "You're gonna get through this, dude. You're gonna make this. You're gonna get around this mountain." And so And I have. And you guys can tell, physically from some of my first videos, I look a lot better. I got color in my face, and it feels good. Every day I get up and I'll go look in the mirror, and I'll look at myself. I'm like, wow. And I amaze myself. And I just wanted to tell you guys that it's possible to do anything. It's possible to overcome any obstacle or any roadblock in your life, y'all. Whether it be drugs, alcohol, a bad relationship, or just any other type of turmoil in your life, it's possible to get over those heaps. It's possible. And I want to give you guys a little bit of an update in my personal life. I have been trying to fix things with my ex right now. I realized I had a lot of problems on my own that I am fixing. Like I mentioned, the alcohol and some drug use. I'm over that though. Like I said, I've been so sober now for almost a month. I haven't touched anything, y'all, and I feel great. I haven't thought about touching anything. Like I haven't thought about smoking a cigarette or anything like that. Like I feel like amazing. I don't know another word to put it. After getting all of those negative impacts and people and just toxic stuff out of my life, I've been able to really focus on like a lot more important things, like my personal health and lifting. I even been getting into gaming again, and I'm almost like, I know Skyrim's been out for like 8 years, but that was another thing I wanted to do, is make a Skyrim Let's Play. So whenever I find the time, I'm probably gonna like totally start a new game, and I might have a couple of mods in there, whatever. It's my playthrough, but I'm totally gonna try to like start like a Let's Play or something. I don't know. If you guys think I should do that, make some comments. Let me know. But I really wanted to go over that stuff with you guys and go over some of the mental impacts that outside energy has on your life. Bottom line, clean up your environment, get good energy flowing into your world, organize your life, plan your life, and I know life sounds pretty vague, but I mean like day to day. Plan your day out, organize your living area, organize yourself, take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of the boat you're in, and you try to take care of everybody else's boat, you're going to sink, and then you won't be able to take care of anyone. Take care of yourself. Another thing is, don't try to make everybody happy. And that's something you have to prepare your mind for, is don't try to make everyone happy. That's a fool's errand. You're not going to be able to make everyone happy. Just some people are not going to like you. They're not going to like what you do. They're always going to put you down for what you're trying to do for yourself, no matter what. My suggestion, in order to grow, in order to move past that, in order to give yourself better health and a better environment, get those people out of your life. They're not good for you. They're not going to help you grow. They're just constantly going to be a leech on your energy, and most of the time they just take advantage of you. Get those people out of your life. Clean up your environment. Clean up your mind. Clean up your day-to-day. Organize yourself, and you're gonna have a much more satisfactory life. I've accomplished a lot of goals in this month's period of time that I have in a very long time, since getting those toxic things out of my life. And I wanted to pass it on to y'all, because it is possible to live your dreams. I am lifting again. I've already put on, 5 pounds of weight, and I've lost some weight too. So I know that I'm going into the right direction. I am still going to the gym. I do want to talk about, my progress so far here. I am going to the gym almost every day. I take rest days on Thursdays, so I'm going to try to make those my off days. So I'm usually out I'm usually out trying to hang out with some people here and there. I got a life outside of, work and all that, which I hope most of y'all do. But usually, I think for right now, I'm just going to be taking Thursdays off as a rest day. It's probably going to be also maybe my cheat day as well because you gotta moderate some stuff in there. It's okay to have a cheeseburger here and there from a restaurant. You know, don't go too fast food route. But if you want to like um, go out and get a steak from like Texas Roadhouse or something like that, or wherever you live, if you want to go get something like that once in a while, that's totally fine. Just don't do it every day. Um, but I've been going to the gym every day. Today I just did my shoulders. I did a little bit of legs. Um, I don't focus too hard on legs. I need to focus more hard on my legs. I know I'm going to be watching this video later when I go over it, and I'm telling myself again here, do your legs. Don't have them chicken legs walking around the gym. I did see that today when I was in there. I saw this guy in there all like, you know, and then I looked down. I'm like, whoa. So I was like, well, shoot, I don't want that to happen to me. So I did do a little bit of legs today. Tomorrow is going to be chest and triceps. Um, yeah. And so I'll let you guys know how that is. I am going to try to make videos more frequently. The next day that I do my meal prep and I do like a full spread of meal production, like make my chicken, my carbs, and my vegetables, when I do all that all at the same time, I will make a video about nutrition. I got all that information and stuff ready for you guys. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for right now. I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I was thinking about that and those two things that you got to do for yourself. And I just really wanted to pass that on to you guys because I know that doing that for myself has really, you know, greatly improved my life. And so I just wanted to pass that on to y'all because hopefully y'all can take that and pertain it to your lives, or, you know, better yourself, because this is what it's all about. You know, this is what my channel is all about. It's just being a good influence on you guys. I'm trying to grow personally myself, and if I can help some of y'all grow too, then that's perfect. You know, but I hope y'all have a swell rest of your day. The swoosh out, guys. See you later.